I'm Cheng Kramer, and I'm running for Congress, California Congressional District 15. This district covers an area just north of Daly City in San Francisco and extends all the way down to East Palo Alto, from Daly City to East Palo Alto, east of 280. My parents escaped from China when the communists took over in 1949, and I was born in Taiwan. Taiwan was an undeveloped nation at the time. Really, it wasn't a democracy. I wasn't able to vote when I was 19, and I saw firsthand government propaganda with no free press at all. There really wasn't a sizable middle class at the time, and as a child, I was able to see the firsthand contrast between the rich and the poor, how they live. And because of that, I have a special place in my heart for low-income people and how they suffer. To pursue higher education, I came to the United States for college. I obtained a BA in economics from Whitman College, and after college, I worked with large commercial property portfolios and earned an MBA from the University of Santa Clara while I was working full-time. I built a successful career in real estate, and I invested, managed, and sold large apartment or housing projects. One of the highlights in my career was when I was the Chief Operating Officer of Mid-Peninsula Housing, one of Bay Area's largest nonprofit affordable housing developers. I did find time to engage in local politics while I was building my career, and I became the chairwoman of North Fair Oaks Council. This is a community council which oversees an unincorporated area of Menlo Park. I took leadership when Atherton decided to close a street, and the neighborhood was in total uproar. With my participation, we were able to install street calming devices throughout the neighborhood, and we oversaw the Fifth Avenue grade separation, which upgraded the entire community. I'm really proud of that. Later, I was appointed to the San Carlos Economic Development Commission, where long-term planning of the city was reviewed and discussed with residents in the city. My economics and real estate background gives me a strong perspective of what government's role should be. The government should build infrastructure to better the lives of the community. It should be a safety net for those who encounter hardship. It shouldn't inhibit the growth of private industry by over-regulation or by overspending. Our free market system of capitalism has been the foundation of America's success. I decided to run in 2023 because I was very concerned with the direction of our country. We have become so divided and have yet to address all of our challenges. I can summarize my concerns into three major categories. The first is economy, the second is education, and the third is freedom and liberties. First, on the economy. We have a $35 trillion deficit today. To carry that debt, it takes $1 trillion a year. You know what $1 trillion is? It's a million. It's incredible. How is our future generation going to support and repay that debt? We need to curb our spending. And besides, our spending isn't giving us our results. Look at the homelessness, look at the crime. What is our spending getting us? Are we reducing homelessness? Are we addressing the drug addiction that comes with homelessness? And we're not stopping retail crime, which actually reduces our tax revenues because the retail stores run by small businesses contribute to tax revenue. So that's the economy. We need to stop our spending and ask for accountability with our government. The second is education. We are competing today in a global economy. We need to emphasize math and science and the quality of education. We need to teach our kids to compete. We don't need the racial division that is being taught in the curriculum, the press versus the presser. Talk about SB 1955 that was recently made into law. That really separates the parent from the child. Teachers are actually not allowed to tell parents that their child is thinking about transitioning their gender. That is just so unfathomable for a parent to not know what's going on with their child. What parent doesn't love their child? And this whole separation and the divide is really very detrimental to the quality of education, because studies have shown that the more parental involvement in education, the more the child thrives in school. So we need to change that. And finally, the freedoms and liberties, that's near and dear to my heart since my parents escaped communism. We need to have freedom of speech, freedom of religion. During COVID, we really didn't have either. Churches were closed down. That's freedom of religion. That's a First Amendment right. And then there was censorship of misinformation. You just label it misinformation and it gets censored. I was censored by YouTube when I talked about election fraud in Las Vegas because I signed affidavits based on my visits to many homes in Las Vegas that people didn't even live there, and that household was voted, or they voted. So I was censored. That should not happen in a free society. So those are my 3 issues of major concern, and I want to do something about it. So please support me. I'm Cheng Kramer, running for Congressional District 15.